Today's October 24th. It is 4:30 in the morning. I'm on my way to Public. Weather today is 50 degrees. Winds are out of the southwest. Wind gusts up to 19 miles an hour, so another potential windy day. My wife and I have an appointment today, so I can only hunt till about 2 o'clock. I plan on skipping lunch and hunting right up till 2 o'clock and then heading home. So we'll see what happens. I'll see you in the tree.
Alright, well, I'm set up. It's about 6:45 in the morning. In front of me is a field. There's a hedgerow that runs east and west. And just beyond that hedgerow is a corn. Right behind me is a swamp. And my wind is blowing right into the swamp. The road in a small grassy field where I parked are right behind me on the other side of the swamp. To my left is a hardwoods, and I found a ton of deer tracks crossing this field. This is the only tree I could find in the area without poison ivy on it. It's a big cottonwood. It's got a slight lean to it, so it's not the most comfortable tree. So I'm almost an hour early, about 50 minutes early. I'm all set up. I'm hoping to catch deer coming back off the corn. That's also a good observation sit. I'm going to see if I can get eyes on a buck. Alright, well, it's 10 after 8. It's been pretty quiet so far, other than the birds and a lot of shotgun blasts from the lake. It's waterfowl season. Alright, well, I don't know what's going on. The wind completely changed, and now the wind is blowing to the south, straight across this field to the corn. This is absolutely crazy. It's 8:45. I've never hunted here. There's a lot of deer sign in here. I found 3 buck rubs in that hedgerow that runs along the edge of the cornfield over there. I was hoping maybe to see the buck that made those. I think I'm going to get down, still hunt, and try to find either another place to set up or just sit on the ground. Some really fresh deer tracks. Got an apple tree out in this hedgerow. We got standing corn right here, a little hedgerow right here, and then the field. Got fresh deer tracks out here in the mud. So the deer are in here feeding on these apples. Just looking at that apple tree, about 20 yards down from the apple tree. Those 2 does were right here in the hedgerow. They stopped right here in the grass, about 20 or 30 yards from me, but I couldn't see them because the grass is so tall. a scrape. There's deer droppings here. Then you get this tree here. Just had a doe run through here. She blew at me and took it. Oh, there she is. She's still right there. She's right there. Right by that tree. That was a big mature doe. She was only about 40 yards. I've still hunted super slow. This woods is not very big. It's taken me like 2 hours to get across it. I got distracted. I was about 40 yards away and I looked over and saw this rub. I was like, that can't be a rub. It is a rub, and I haven't even gone to see it yet. I just got busted by that doe on my way over to check it out. The rub's on that tree right there, next to the big one. Dang, that is a massive rub. That thing is huge. And it's fresh. Yeah. Shavings right here. That doe was just right here. I was standing right here. That's the edge of the woods right there. You can see the daylight. All that work to get busted right here by the edge of the woods. I got the wind in my face. I've been checking my wind the whole time. Another one right there. Here's the layout. That doe was standing somewhere right around where I'm at. That field right there is private. The woods right here are really open. This would be a really good spot to saddle hunt. The reason being, there's a lot of diversity here. You've got the field, you've got this open woods right here, and then it gets really thick. The woods is really thick. There's a hill here, and the woods are really thick along this hill. And then straight ahead, it's really thick, about 50 yards up there. It's all briars and brush, and there's no trespassing signs that run down through this woods, go down this hill all the way to the field that I started at. So it's public up until those no trespassing. That's all private, right where the diversity is. You can see how green it is in there. It's really thick. And that doe just ran this way and went towards the thick stuff and went down the hill. There's tons of buck rubs in here. There'd be a really good tree to get in right over here. I can't remember which tree it was. But on a wind out of the south that's blowing straight into this field, and it's really hard to get to. I saw a couple ladder stands in here while I was still hunting, but I don't think there's a lot of guys back here. It's really hard to get to. It's a long walk. There's no close access points. So anybody that's hunting back here, they're walking a long way. Alright, I'm about 50 yards away. But there looks like a massive rub right there. Just shredding. Look at the shavings. Just tons and tons of shavings. All the way up to here. That's a good sized little tree right there. I've seen a ton of buck sign in this little woods. I would guess this piece is about maybe 20 acres. I don't know, might be a little bigger. But I've seen a lot of really good buck sign in here. I'm definitely gonna hunt this. on the next wind out of the south. I know I keep saying that. I am super impressed with this. He's got the ground, he's got the leaves all raked back on the ground. That's two really nice rubs and a bunch of small rubs. And right over here where I came in, there's more buck rubs over there. Alright, well, I'm getting ready to head home. My wife and I have a conference call that we have to be on. Overall, I think it was a good day as far as finding good deer sign. Found some really good buck rubs. I ended up jumping 3 deer total. A new friend of mine, Jake, who's camping here, he just drove by and I stopped and talked to him for a few minutes. He's been doing some duck hunting as well as deer hunting. Some of the shots we heard this morning, that was him and a friend that he just met named Eric. He's getting ready to go out and do some deer hunting. I'm getting ready to head home. Hope you guys are doing well, seeing a lot of deer. We'll talk to you later.